Alright then, what you gotta say to me?
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened.
Go on,
All
then.
this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
Kind of is.
Of course, but I thought I could help him.
I guess it was too late. Don't torture yourself.
I'm not gonna say it's his fault, that's a bit.
I admire what you did. Who else among all these great luminaries of the modern world even raised a finger? No one. You were the only one who tried to do anything. What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference? After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Perlu, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
There's been a lot going
This might come as a
on.
bit of a shock to you, perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
Are you serious?
They are all very experienced politicians, and though they are, of course, affected by the situation, they know full well that such an opportunity will not come again for a long, long time, if
Yeah,
ever.
true.
They each represent their nation, and know full well that what is at stake here is far greater than the death of poor Monsieur Peru. You'll see. I am confident that they will all be ready to resume the conference.
If you say so. Allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course. You ought to get some rest.
Mate, I've literally
Louis,
just woke up.
One more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
Not.
What is at stake is worth it, my lord. Now, I won't hide
Not on
from you
his
the
side.
fact that I have no idea by what miracle we could ever get a unanimous
Not on his
vote.
side.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Not on his side. I'm just not. Don't like him. My mum told me not to like him. So I don't. And I also slept with Elizabeth, so... not Elizabeth, Emily. So that's all I care about. I'm in love with her now. That's how it is.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Alright, let's go back to my room again to sleep. Mate, he sleeps more than me. Which is absolutely mental. I can never remember where my room is. It's always the furthest away.
President George Washington.
I'm right next to him. I'm right here. I'm not this one, I'm the next one.
Huh, that's me.
Yeah. See, I remember.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
And listen to my mother.
What now?
Emily? It's gonna be Napoleon. No, it's the guy with the makeup. It's the guy with the makeup.
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm
Oh,
coming!
George. Got a gun to his head.
Louis. Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I
Oh.
tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly. You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
I was just about to say, couldn't he just message me? But obviously, we're in the 1800s. No phones. Okay, she's normally in this room.
Duke Manuel Godoy. Duchess Emily Hillsborough. I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Cost reduced by 3.
I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
I assume it's like I have to just go through someone else's thing and go to the balcony, so... I heard I'm not that naive. Oh, let's do it.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
I can fix that then, right? Reduced by 3, so... Here you go. Why it's good to have subterfuge. Picking locks and stuff. Oh, this one.
How could you do that to me?
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who...
What
Someone's
on
dead.
earth is...
Where's her mum?
You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk.
Oh, wait.
After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope. Right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Let's do these.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch. How dare you? Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you?
Do I have a scar on my bum?
Joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while
Do
you were
I have
away.
a scar on my bum?
Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's
Oh my God.
right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do
Oh,
these things
what?
always happen to me?
I'm so confused.
Well, Louis,
Oh my God,
come
please,
on, you
please,
know
please,
how to
please,
tell
please,
us
please,
apart,
please,
right?
please.
Yes, but... I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival,
I don't even know.
on the wharf, something happened to me. What was it?
A
Nosebleed.
malaise. The moment you arrived, you felt ill, and I offered to help while Piaggi went up. And you turned me down flat.
Right. Let's find
Oh,
something
God.
else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the
Oh
manor.
God, I don't know what to do. Oh my God. Immunity. What does immunity mean? Wait. Oh my God, I'm panicking, I don't know what to do. Alright. Does that mean she's immune? Who stayed with who?
Once at the manor, we split up into two groups. What group did I choose?
You stayed with me, along with President Washington. And we informed him that we were members of the Order. Of course you know all this. I'm the one who told you about it.
Very well.
Ooh.
Let's try something else.
It might be
On
the one in
first
front
night,
then.
we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired.
I think it's the one in
I went for a
front.
little stroll.
Just bit. Speak to the one in front. Did we see each
Do
other?
you remember if we saw each other that night or not?
Of course. How could I forget? In my room, in fact.
Oh, wait, what?
In my room. You wanted to spy on Bonaparte's room from the balcony and thought it a great idea to go through mine.
Yeah.
I am sorry for putting that knife to your throat, by the way.
Wait, what?
I hope I didn't leave any marks. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily.
Just with the way that she,
I
like,
can assure
spoke
you,
then.
You're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Oh, I don't
Right.
know.
I don't think I'll get very far like
I feel
this.
like she's doing it, she's trying
find
too
something
hard.
better.
She's trying too hard.
I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad?
But then again, that
Louis?
could be it.
Lower your arm. I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Okay.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
Okay. It's gonna be about last night, innit?
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Before going to bed, we found ourselves in an odd situation.
You surprised me searching through Mortimer's secret gallery. Behind the chimney. You were looking for clues about your mother. That's enough! I've had
My
enough
God,
of this
I don't know.
charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't
Ooh.
want it to come to this,
Ooh.
but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us.
I'm gonna ask the one behind.
Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
Ooh.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis.
Ooh, 1 second.
Slut!
That's enough, both of you.
Ooh.
Now I know who the real Emily is.
Hang on a sec. It's the Emily behind me. Because that's Emma pretending to be Emily. So it's not her. Emily is this one. This one's Emily. And Emma
It's
was
you.
doing it.
Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
That's what I'm
No,
guessing.
Emma. It's her. I know it.
Because the real
Despite
Emily
all the
wouldn't have
trouble
done
you've
it.
gone to put one over on me, I know it is her.
Right?
That's enough now, Emma. You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this
Maybe
so
because
easily.
Emma has.
I'm going to stop you.
Emma did it to sleep with me last night, and then she's a bit shocked now because she's like, oh, wait a second.
No,
Oh, wait, oh, am I gonna.
Emily?
I am the Duchess.
But
You don't. Dear God, what have I done? See what you've done. See?
Wait, do I even know?
Mother!
I'm not even
What
gonna
on
find out.
earth is...
Go away. You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess, is everything all right?
Come on, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
but I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Oh my
Mother,
god, I don't know
go
if I
to
got the
crypt.
correct
I'll
one or
meet
not.
you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I am coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis.
Oh my
Let
god, I
me
don't even know
stay
if
with
it's her
her.
or not.
Please, go. I'll cover you.
Oh shit. Oh, I don't even know if it was the correct one. I think it was, because based off of her reaction, it was like,
A bicorn decorated.
it was
with
a,
K.
oh wait, what have you done?
Must belong to a
And
first-
Emily's like, oh, what did you do? Kind of thing. This spending the night with him trying to make it think it was Emily, but it was actually Emma.
Good
But I feel like
God.
that's something Emma would have
They're
done and
all
not what
here.
Emily would have done.
They must
That
have
makes
heard
sense.
the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer? Can anyone hear anything through the door?
That's what I'm guessing.
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen,
Go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Okay. Jesus. So much is happening now. Day or night, he just stays standing there. Good for him, you know. Good for him. Deserves a pay raise, because my god. We do okay. If I get outside again, it's probably through here and then to the left. Been using a load of stuff, by the way. I need to start being a bit more careful. I'm using a lot. Okay, mother. I'm a coming. Ever so slowly. Then she can tell me what the hell's going on. Because I have no idea. It's still down. Anyone that comes in the garden could find it.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you.
Yeah.
I'm ready, Mother.
I'm ready.
Only, Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
Okay.
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Mortimer and Home. The Boogeyman and Father Christmas.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that Von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Holm had sent Volner to get it for him.
Holm and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Home are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
Of course I did, mate.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent
Wow.
a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had
So
charmed the
he's
demon, and so it
700 years old,
chose
isn't it?
him to be its host for centuries to come.
Yeah.
But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same
Yes.
hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Oh.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
Louis, I am proud of you.
Damn
You
straight.
came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
Well, not really, because I just followed your stuff.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him.
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
Yep.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I
Emily.
found him.
Oh.
Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too
Yeah.
late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about
Might
demons.
as well insist it.
Wait. The baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here.
Fair, yeah.
Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchardt's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing. I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
Mother, did you kill her?
Of course not. Don't be stupid. I had no interest in getting rid of her.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
All right, but you're not getting away with it so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
We'll see in Paris then.
What was going on with the cannons?
I'm just going to find all about
it. It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now.
I don't care anymore now.
Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volney?
I don't actually care about this.
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
I want to know if it was Emily or Emma that I killed.
Are you going to tell me why
I'm
we're
like
here?
proper nervous.
There. That's why we are here.
Yes. Bethesda. That was mentioned. It's fine though, I managed to get all that. That's pretty good. Oh gosh. Wait, be up to date. Knowledge and medical techniques. Just so that I can fix my mother's hand. Complete the 9th quest. Fucking
Reassure
hell,
me,
man.
we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Okay.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect.
Okay.
So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study.
Oh.
We have to first gather 5 objects before we try anything.
Are the 5 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Okay.